Welcome back, everybody, to Bourbon and Blunts. Happy New Year. We are in 2024, and these are the first couple podcasts we'll be doing in 2024.
It's true.
And facts, bro, as the youngins would say. And before we get into it, and we were just talking about the creative element to things, and we were saying about hiring a cameraman. And you were saying how you wouldn't have to do a lot of editing. And I was like, I don't know how the frig you do that.
So right now, for everybody watching the podcast or listening to the podcast, there are 3 cameras set up. One is directly on the both of us.
Yes.
And then there is 1 camera each on myself and Jimmy.
Yeah.
So at the end, if anybody has ever edited video, I have to go in and I have to piece all of the audio and all of the video together so it's in sync.
Yes.
And I enjoy doing it. But if we had 1 cameraman just panning back and forth, it would save me a hell of a lot of time. But I do enjoy doing it.
Yeah, and I started to say how, because you're saying you like to create things.
I like to create and tell a story.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, this is the story, what we're talking
For sure,
about.
yes.
It's just piecing it together and making it look clean.
Yeah. And then I was going to start saying, and then we just started getting into this on the podcast. But I was going to say how this type of creation for me, it's fun just to come and have conversation. Like, I look at this I get to go spend time with my buddy.
It's a way to vent, too, a little bit.
It's a way to vent a little bit, but I also get to go spend time with my buddy and
smoke some bud.
Yeah, smoke some bud, drink a little bit. We have good conversations. We talk about things, and I like that, right? Yeah. The other part of that is the tech part, which I'm just like, oh my God. You
guys don't know the struggle.
I understand it, and but I'm learning little by little. Before we even got into this, I was trying to learn how to do YouTube clips and things like that, which I have made steps. Okay, you got to admit
You're taking baby steps.
I'm taking baby steps. Yeah. I just hate technology.
I need you to jump.
I understand. I get it. I get it.
Jump.
I get it, buddy.
Just to create. All I want you to do is create clips.
That's what I'm learning to learn how to do
on Facebook, on Instagram.
You were telling me it was easy to do. I didn't realize I had to download a software, which none of my computers are set up for.
Do you have a Mac?
No.
Oh well.
Nothing's set up for video editing software. But anyways, what I was going to say was the creative element to things. How putting together a video and telling that's not the way I want to create things. I like this element. I'm saying all the editing aspect, not for me.
You know what I could do, though, to make it easy for you?
What's that, buddy?
After I edit a video and I have the whole video done in long form, right? So it's a 30-minute video, whatever. I can upload it to Dropbox or Google Drive, send you the link.
Right.
You download that file, then you have the whole video on your phone.
I got you.
And then you can just go in and edit it.
All right, we could try that. But what I was going to share with you is that, an artist, in a way, you're creating some type of art, right? Certain artists have a certain medium, right? And part of that medium, and I was thinking of culinary, certain artists, like chefs, that are creating food works of art.
Definitely a work of art.
Yeah, and I'm like, there's different mediums for different people that like certain things. And for you, this is one of those things.
Yeah,
right?
It is. Yeah. I enjoy this very, very much. It's more about the whole process, the whole setup, the audio. I'm a fucking sucker for audio quality. There's something about talking into a microphone that I absolutely love.
Yeah, well, you have a nice voice.
That's not it, though. That's not what I love about it. I don't do it just to hear my voice. I don't give a shit about that. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. I never really thought about it.
Yeah, well, you were going to school for broadcasting.
I
tried.
I tried.
I think, did you share that story on the podcast?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll share it again real quick for people that have missed it. But I've always wanted to do radio. I always wanted to be involved and sit behind a mic and talk.
Yeah.
And whatever, DJ, whatever the hell it was, just on the radio somewhere. And when I first moved to South Jersey, I signed up for Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Yeah. Paid my first semester's tuition.
It was like $3,000, right, dude?
It was a couple grand. Yeah. Right in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Big school, school, well known.
Yeah.
And this was probably about 3 months before school started. And about a week before school started, the dean calls me up and says, "Oh, we're bankrupt. You're beat. Basically, you're bankrupt. Like, oh well." I was like, what do you mean no well? He's like, yeah, we're going out of business. We're bankrupt.
Yeah, sorry.
And this was a long time ago, way before COVID. Like this was 13, 14 years ago. And so yeah, I was beat. And I did get my money back. There was a big lawsuit. I got my money back 5 years later.
Wow.
But now they're open again.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Shout out to you. Thank you.
Fuck you, Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Fuck you. And I also tried when I was younger, when I lived in Florida, I wanted to go to, for those that live in Florida, what's the name of the school down there they do like film and TV? It's a big time school in Orlando or Kissimmee, wherever it is. But if you want to learn like how to make a movie or whatever, any cool like tech thing, you can do it at this school, but it's very expensive.
Okay.
And I tried to get in and I couldn't get in back then because I had bad credit back then. So I was like, they wouldn't let me in.
Got it.
And I tried.
Yeah.
Well,
good news is, pal, you don't necessarily need to go to a broadcast.
Just do it yourself.
You're kind of doing it yourself.
If you got to do it, you got to do it yourself.
Right,
sometimes,
exactly. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. This is our first, will be our first one or two of the new year that we'll post this week and probably one this weekend. You're headed to a very special place this coming Sunday, my friend. Why don't you tell everybody where you're going?
I am headed to the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas.
Oh, shit, baby.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
That's right. And what happens at this tech show stays at this tech show.
I'm going for a week, though.
Yeah, you're going for a while. The show's what, 3 days?
3 days. But I'll only be at the show for probably 2 days.
Okay.
But I have other stuff planned. I'm going to go to the Grand Canyon. I'm going to go to Red Rock. I'm going to rent ATVs in Red Rock.
Wait, you're going to Red Rocks, Colorado?
No, Red Rock's in Nevada.
Oh, I didn't know there wasn't there.
Literally 15 minutes from
okay.
Vegas.
I was like, damn, you're going friggin' far.
No, Red Rock's
okay.
Very close.
Okay.
Probably the closest. Grand Canyon is a few hours away.
Grand Canyon, I think, from Vegas is 2 to 4, something like that.
I think it's around 3 or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Hoover Dam we'll check out. Bunch of us going down there.
Yeah.
A bunch of YouTube creators meeting up. And I just got messages from 2 of them today asking me if I was going to be there.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And as a matter of fact, that is one of the topics of today's episode. So we're going to get into a little bit of what's inside you, followed up by the news article of the day. AI to dominate this year's CES, even without OpenAI's Altman on hand. So we'll kind of get into that. And then we'll wrap up our segment with words of wisdom with digital slang.
DS.
Yeah, baby. DS.
DS.
Okay, DS.
DS. Today is DS.
DS.
Other times it's digital.
Slong.
Other times it's just slong.
Slong.
dropping the slong.
Very nice. Very, very nice. So, anyways, when you go to a CES show, you know what? Let's just save it. We'll get into a little bit of what's inside you, and we can talk a little bit more about the CES show.
It's time for
What's Inside You.
You can go first today.
All right, everybody. So what's inside you today? And for those of you who are new to the podcast, one of our segments is What's Inside You, as we ask 2 questions to each other, and then we go ahead and answer. So my first question for you, my friend, what gives you the most comfort?
I thought you were going to say like a Woody. What gives you a Woody? What gives me the most comfort?
What gives you the most comfort?
My dogs.
Okay. All right. And what about Sadie, Sprite, and Teddy gives you the most comfort about them?
Unconditional love.
Yep. You know what? As a matter of fact, I pulled up. Slang was outside with Teddy and Sadie.
No.
Sprite. No, Sprite and Sadie.
Sprite and Sadie.
And I thought Sadie saw me in the truck.
Well, I said, they understand when I say, who's here?
Oh,
they understand that.
Oh, okay. Well, she was looking. Yeah, she was all freaking pumped up.
As soon as I said
baby.
Who's here, they're like,
oh, and I came out of the truck, and my girl Sadie started freaking squirming up to me, baby. Oh, I love that little girl.
Sadie's awesome.
She is awesome.
Yeah.
Sprite, I'm not super
Sprite's
fond
scared.
of.
He's scared of everything.
You know, well, like his father.
He was electrocuted. Like his who?
Like his father.
You must be smoking crack.
Yeah, whatever. So your dogs give you the most comfort.
Yeah.
All right.
Unconditional love.
You know what I'm gonna say gives me the most comfort? My home. When I roll, I mean, you know where I live, dude.
Yeah.
What is it like? What's your feeling when you roll up there? Does it give you a feeling
of my home or your
No,
home?
I'm just saying, like
home?
You could see how it can be comforting. Could you not?
I mean, sure, but I don't feel it.
I'm not saying you
It's
feel
not my home.
Do you feel though there's a sense of peace there?
I mean, I guess.
Never mind.
I guess it's not the same for me.
It's not the same.
Not my home.
I get it. I get
Yeah.
it. I get it.
I've only spent a handful of times there.
I understand.
Yeah, it's not my home.
But you can see how it's comforting.
I can understand how a home is comforting.
I got you.
Because I feel that here.
I see.
I love coming home. Love it.
Okay. All right.
Love it. And that I might even love. Well, I don't love it more than my dogs, but as far as which gives me more comfort, well, my home is my fucking my. What do they call it? What is
Sanctuary?
Superman's home? The Fortress of Solitude.
Is that what it's called?
Fortress of
I
Solitude.
never knew that.
Yeah, Fortress of Solitude.
I was never a big Superman fan.
Yeah, Fortress of Solitude. That's what it's like. Like, this is my sanctuary.
All right. Now, what about like, I mean, you got some neighbors.
Yeah.
They would weird me out a little bit. I feel
Why?
like. I don't know, man. It's like strangers.
I don't walk outside naked.
But you know something? See, I do at my home.
Well, you have a house. You have a house. I can't do that here. I live in a condo.
Well, you could go outside naked, I guess.
I mean,
But
I'd get
do
arrested.
you know what I would try to do if I lived in like a place like this? I think I would try to actively go and make friends with my neighbors. Not necessarily buddy friends, but like.
I'm friends with all my neighbors.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Even the ones downstairs?
All of them.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Well, three of my neighbors right now. I have 4 neighbors. 3 of them are new.
Yeah. Have you talked to them?
Yeah, all of them.
You should have them on the podcast. I'd love to chat with them.
No,
No?
I shouldn't.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Not those type of people.
Ah, they're not those type of people?
No. One of them is very. Remember where the baker lived?
Yeah.
The new girl there. She's a little weird. I think.
Okay.
She's very keeps to herself.
Okay. That's all right.
Like very much.
You're kind of you can be like
I
that.
keep to myself.
Yeah.
I love being alone.
Yeah.
Love it.
I know you're a loner.
Yeah, I am.
That's fine. Fair enough, buddy.
Love it.
Fair enough. Have you ever felt guilty about not doing something good enough?
Explain that.
Like, I guess,
like trying to help someone, or
just in general. Like, do you feel like sometimes you feel guilty, maybe for not living up to your full potential when you're working on something?
Yes.
Okay, well, explain why.
Creating a video, for instance.
You feel like
I could do better.
This could be better.
Yeah, absolutely. Always can.
Probably. So
always can.
Right. It's like any work of art, however you want to define art and what medium you're using. It's like it's never finished.
In hindsight, you always look back and see or say to yourself what you could have done better.
Right.
No matter how good it is, or no matter how like you might create say you were a painter and you created a painting.
I hate painting.
I'm
just kidding. I thought you meant painting walls, but yes, go ahead.
Well, no.
That I fucking hate. Go ahead.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I just had a conversation about that.
About house painting?
Yeah, how like you're all into it in the beginning. Like you're ready, you're gung-ho, you're doing all the taping, and then 2 hours into taping, you're like, this fucking sucks.
I hate painting, dude. I think it was the prep work. The prep work sucks. Yeah. I'll roll. Yeah,
well, that's the easy part.
That's the part I'll do. That's the part I'll do.
The prep work was what sucks. The taping sucks.
Because to answer this same question, man, something like that, like painting, it's never good enough for me.
It's never good enough.
Never good enough. And I just beat myself up, myself up.
If that edge isn't perfect. Or if I get a little piece of tape like on the light outlet, you know what I'm saying? Like, or the outlet for the plugs.
I know.
Like,
I know. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, drop a comment below. Let us know how you feel about house painting or painting rooms. Guarantee there's not too many people out there who love it. Although my scholar's brother is a professional painter, and he loves it. He loves it. It's like therapy for him.
I've gotten paid for painting before. When I lived in my hometown, and some of you guys know this, but my boss, he had a side business. He was a painter.
Yeah.
So I would help him every week. Go paint like condos and apartments.
Yeah, no, thank you. Not for me.
I just did it for the loot back then.
I listen. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but back to what I was saying. If you were a painter and you painted something, and you as you're painting it, you know the minor like inconsistencies that you have on there, or the mistakes that you think you have on there, or something you don't like about it that's on there. But the 10 people that you're showing it to are blown the fuck away.
Yeah.
Blown away.
You're right. You know, they see a beautiful work of art, and all you see is mistakes.
That's it.
Yeah.
something, you might not be happy with it at all.
Right. I know. I understand. Anytime I make a wood project, whatever it is, bench, table, birdhouse, I'm like, I give it to somebody that I was making it for, and I'm just like, yeah, it's okay. They're like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. I'm like, nah, it's all right. I appreciate it though. Thank you. Yeah. But I could understand. Same thing with you editing YouTube videos.
I get comments all the time on YouTube about great video, man. You helped me so much, and I'm thinking to myself, I thought it sucked.
right.
Like I could do so much better.
Right. Exactly, buddy. All right, give me your questions, pal.
All right. Let's see. Question number 1.
All right.
First thing you wash in the shower.
Oh, good question.
Everybody, drop a comment. First thing you wash in the shower.
Does my teeth count?
I mean, yeah.
Because
brushing your teeth is washing your teeth.
No. I bring my water pick in the shower with me, and I water pick while I'm in the shower. That's usually the first.
That's the first thing you do?
It's usually one of the first things I do, yeah.
You're just standing there water picking?
We'll stand there water because it's messy, man. It's messy. That's usually the first thing I do is water pick.
Okay.
Or if I had, or wash. What about you?
My head.
Your head?
I still shampoo and conditioner in my head.
Are you serious, dude?
Every
you have
day.
no fucking hair.
I don't care.
You still shampoo and condition your hair? Do you secretly wish it's going to grow back?
No.
Okay.
I don't want hair ever. Although I did get approached by a hair restoration company that wants to work with me on YouTube. I'm going to do it.
That's awesome, man.
I got to hit them back. I freaking keep forgetting to hit them back.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, what if they say like, hey, listen, we're going to give you hair transplants?
No, it's not a transplant. It's restoration, and it's a giant fucking some kind of light helmet.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a $3,000 helmet, dude.
Give her a go, man.
I keep forgetting to email. They emailed me a couple times already. I emailed back once,
right?
And I said, "Yeah, let's do it." And then they emailed me back, and then this was like 2 weeks ago. I keep forgetting.
You can't do that.
So the company's name is called iRestore.
Okay.
And I don't know anything about them.
Okay.
But they want to do a series of treatments.
Okay.
And then have me document it as we go and make a video.
Okay.
And I would do that.
Yeah,
I don't want hair like.
Right, but it's not like you're surgically doing anything or chemically doing anything.
I wear a helmet on the podcast, bro. I'll do that shit right here on the podcast and wear a helmet. I don't care.
All right. Well, please go.
I gotta email him back.
Email him back, just out of respect.
Yeah.
Out of respect.
Yeah.
All right. Second question.
Would you kiss the last person you kissed again?
Yeah.
It's probably Skylar.
Yeah. Of course I would.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel like that was an easy question.
Was.
Yeah.
We'll do another one.
Yeah, do another one. Get another one.
Oh.
All right, I got one for you, buddy.
Go ahead.
How can I be a better friend to you?
Don't be so gay.
All right, I can do that because I can be a little foo-foo around
needy.
you. It's fine.
A little needy.
All right.
I think it's funny.
It's fine. I am a little needy.
Yeah, I think it's funny. I just need to answer the question. That's all.
All right.
What about what can I do to be a better friend to you?
I got one.
Okay.
Give me a double-handed hug.
Yeah, I knew he was going to ask for a hug, and that shit's not happening.
Give me a double
no,
like you mean it.
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's how you could. You asked me how you could be a better friend to me. I said just.
Why do you need a hug?
I'm an affectionate guy.
Why is a bro hug not enough?
It's fine, but it's just like there's a little bit more of like a connection.
I'll do the kid and play dance with you.
The kid and play dance?
You don't know what it is.
No,
you're gonna have to Google it.
All right, the kid and play dance.
Yeah, everybody watching knows what it is. I'll show you real quick.
All right. I don't know what the kid and play dance.
I'll do the kid. That's as far as I'm going though.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
As far as I'm going, but you gotta have to do it, and we'll literally put that shit on this podcast.
All right. Well, let's show it to me, and then I'll decide whether or not. Because I have a feeling this is probably something that might not be up my alley. So again, for those of you just watching, I would imagine everybody probably knows what the hell this is.
This is a tutorial, straight up. I'm gonna post this. This is what you guys will see this.
Oh, okay.
See what they're doing with their feet?
Oh, all right. Boom.
Touching feet.
Oh, you're gonna hold my hand.
We're gonna do all that.
You're gonna hold my hand and we're gonna spin around.
It's not really.
I mean, but you won't give me a damn hug. But you're gonna hold my hand and spin around with me.
Yeah. It's a kid play dance. It's a good
All
play
right.
dance.
All right. I have no clue what that is. All right, everybody. Well, that does it for.
Wait, we got one more question.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
What is the closest thing to you that's red?
This wire.
It is.
You don't. That's pink. Don't even fucking look at it.
This button.
All right. There you go. All right, everybody. That does it for What's Inside You. Let's switch gears a little bit and go into our main news article of today. And it coincides very well because you are going to this CES show. And first off, before we kind of get into the article a little bit, which the article, again, is AI to dominate this year's CES, even without OpenAI's Altman on hand. I'd imagine this year in tech that AI is going to dominate overall.
Oh, it's going to be the biggest thing at the show this year.
What do you anticipate with this?
In 2024, AI will dominate the tech space.
Okay.
And it's going to be in cars, in cell phones, in everything we do, AI will be involved. Even when I just told you about the video editing process, how I take a long form video and dump it into AI and create shorts and clips with it.
Yeah.
Like AI is going to be everywhere. And it's going to be more advanced than it is right now. Because right now you go on ChatGPT, right? And you could text something. Yeah. Well, this year it's going to be pictures, and it's going to be able to tell what the picture is. And you could just drop a picture in there, and you're going to be able to say, all right, find me another picture of this and that and that.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're already doing that.
They are.
Right.
But it's just advancing and advancing. And sooner or later, Judgment Day will be here. And
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should talk about that. But let's get into the article a little bit. So again, AI to dominate this year's CES, even though Sam Altman won't be there. Okay, so this is from Reuters. OpenAI boss Sam Altman will not appear at the CES trade show in Las Vegas next week, which you're leaving on Sunday. When's the show? Sunday through Tuesday?
No, the show's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. Oh, so you're going to get down. You're getting there ahead of time.
Yeah.
Got it. But the generative artificial intelligence fever his startup set off last year will be on full display as gadget makers race to find consumer uses for the technology. In devices for the visually impaired, safety systems involving guns at schools, to facial recognition software that can assess vitals, and cabin monitoring systems inside autonomous cars. Dozens of companies have planned announcements for the show about how they are building AI into their gadgets. CES 2024, formerly known as Consumer Electronics Show, runs January 9th through the 12th. OpenAI's influence at the show, despite Altman's physical absence, is reminiscent of Apple and its founder, Steve Jobs, whose clout was felt despite him avoiding the show, with many firms jockeying to display gadgets compatible with the company's sleek products. Question for you, dude. Sam Altman, well, to my knowledge, a lot of companies were working on artificial intelligence or have been working on artificial intelligence for years. However, Altman was basically the first one to kind of pull the trigger and kind of make it to the, open it up to the general public. It seems like, just kind of based off what the article was saying, how Apple's CEO or founder Steve Jobs didn't show up either. It seems like, how I read that, large companies, especially those types of mainstream companies, why are you at a trade show? You're at a trade show to kind of promote products, network, things like that. When you're that freaking big,
Apple doesn't go there.
I don't.
Samsung is there.
Don't be knocking my Galaxy, bro.
I mean, I'm using one too.
Yeah, no, I get it. But so why do you think Apple's not there?
They don't need to be.
They don't need to be. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think he needs to be either.
Probably not.
I mean,
well, this year, yes. AI is just blowing up. So anything to do with AI should be at the show.
Oh, it's going to be at the show, but the CEO is not going to be at the show.
Well, they don't need to be.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't need to. Companies that big, the CEO, I would be shocked if I saw any CEO that's that big at the show.
Yeah, well, true. Okay. So Altman is widely regarded as a poster child for the AI frenzy that has gripped the tech industry for the past year. He made headlines in November when he was briefly ousted by the ChatGPT makers board and reinstated days later after more than 700 employees threatened to quit and join OpenAI investor Microsoft in solidarity. Among other projects, OpenAI is working on a secretive AI hardware project with famed former Apple designer Johnny Ive, according to the media reports.
That I'm looking forward to because Johnny Ives, I loved when he was with Apple.
So tell me about him. I'm not familiar with him.
I forget his title for Apple, but I think he was in charge of design, maybe.
Okay. So just a visual designer, so to speak.
I mean, let's get it right. Let's Google
All right,
it.
go ahead. You can look it up.
Google it.
Funding for generative AI projects exploded last year, surging more than fivefold to $23.78 billion through the beginning of December from 2022, according to PitchBook data. It's the year of AI in everything, said Marble Lopez, tech analyst at Lopez Research. If you don't have AI in your product, don't show up. It's not worth talking about, she says.
Real quick, Johnny Oz was Senior Vice President of Industrial Design and Chief Design Officer. So CDO.
Okay. All right. Germany's Bosch is expected to showcase a near-invisible gun detection system that will pair video and audio AI for proactive security involving firearms at schools. Interesting. Japan. By the way, we're talking. Unfortunately, there was a school shooting today in Iowa. Japan's NEC will unveil AI software that enables mobile devices to analyze face patterns and pupil conditions to estimate human vitals and mental state. To me, that's bullshit. I think on the surface, like stuff like that is, hey, we're saying, oh, we have all this, facial recognition software out there in the world just to make sure your health is okay. But really, I feel like it's going to be used for control, lockdown.
That's a can of worms right there.
I think it is a can of worms, dude. And I think
you're going into conspiracies now. Not everybody's going to do that. Not everybody's going to do that. Come on.
Oh no, I'm not saying everybody's going to do that, but this will be used for that.
Of course.
So
it already is.
You're right. It is already used for that. Let's see. A slew of companies expect to show off how using AI in vehicles is making them smoother and safer for drivers through better in-vehicle virtual assistants and cabin monitors. The new focus area for automakers after years of investment into autonomous technology that used AI is technology that allows a hyper-personalized experience while buying and driving cars, said Akash Arora, a managing director at Boston Consulting Group. They're trying to figure it out. If I could get to this level of consumer experience, it can really differentiate me in the market. For instance, Cerence, which makes AI-powered virtual assistants, is set to announce a partnership with Volkswagen, and Israel-based Kipia is expected to unveil a system that monitors signs of distraction and drowsiness in drivers. All right, and the article goes on a couple more paragraphs, just kind of talking about just different plugins, I guess, that some of these companies are working on. What's your thoughts on that, man? Do you see this as a tech guy? Do you see this as the really history is in the making right in front of our eyes right now? We are living through a shift in technology, and this moment is history right now.
It's a double-edged sword. You can't have one without the other, because there's always going to be somebody on opposite sides of the fence. So you're going to have the people that are going to use it for good and the people that use it for evil.
Yeah.
There's no way around that with any new piece of tech.
Right. And this is all new.
Yeah, there's no way around it.
But what I'm saying is, like, is this right now, are we living through this shift?
Yeah. It's the beginning of it still. Yeah. It is the beginning of AI is going to take over. It's already taken over. Yeah. And you see how fast it's moving? Yeah. It's moving very, very fucking fast.
It is. And I think
even in the tech space, like that's considered fast.
As my tech friend, I'm going to need you to learn a lot of this stuff, because I've messed around, and I bought an app. I got a lifetime, I guess, subscription for it. And it's basically like ChatGPT and does a lot of different assistance things. And it's very, very cool, man.
OpenAI or something?
It uses OpenAI platform. I guess I don't know how all this works, man. To be quite, I'd be just talking about my ass.
I will learn all of it when you start posting clips.
I'm learning how to post clips.
When you start posting clips?
Because I want to see how this can integrate with things, because I can see this being great tools.
Oh, there's going to be so many ways to make money with this stuff. That's the thing that we need to learn. There are tons and tons of videos already on YouTube how to make money with AI.
Yeah, it's just all tech shit that I don't know. I don't, look, I'm not.
You just said it. I don't know.
Right. I'm not the audience.
What do you do when you don't know something?
I learn. My point is,
it's not for you.
You're
saying it's not for you.
I'm not saying I'm not going to. Just like I have an idea of how to use Google. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have an idea of how to rudimentarily use AI in a very basic way. Yeah. Asking it questions.
Yeah, I mean, that's same with me.
Using it as a tool to aid with certain mundane projects that I don't want to spend a lot of brain power doing.
But even just that little bit saves you time.
Saves me time. Absolutely.
So imagine if you knew everything or you knew a lot.
I get it. The problem is my personality, and I tell you this all the time.
You don't have patience.
I don't know if it's patience. It's just I'd much rather be outside working with my hands.
You could do it outside. You can. You can.
I just my thing is like sitting behind a computer is hard for me. It's painful for me, buddy. You know this. My point is, with saying this, is like really, really learning how to do it. This is why I like asking questions to people that have a better understanding, because I can pick and choose the information that's more applicable to me and incorporate it where I need to incorporate it.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Let me ask you another question. When the lights go out and all this shit goes away, what kind of skill? Is this skill valuable?
AI?
Yeah.
Well, not if the lights go out.
Exactly. Yeah. So now all these people that are freaking investing all this energy and focus and learning something that...
That's the world we live in today. It might be different tomorrow, but as of right now, that's the world we live in. Yeah. So by all means, go for it.
I just don't know what world I want to live in. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I can tell you what world you're in.
What world am I in?
Where this technology will exist and move forward.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But then I'm like, well, do I want to invest a lot of my time learning that? Or do I invest more time learning other things that I deem to be useful, all-encompassing, no matter the situation?
We've talked about this.
I know, buddy. I know. It's kind of scary, though. It's kind of scary in the fact that this is the new wave, whether we like it or not. Okay.
That's the words of wisdom.
Yeah.
And it fits exactly into what we're talking about.
It really does. Yeah. That's a great point. Right, I am the pilot.
You could do whatever the hell you want.
Exactly, dude. Yep. Exactly. So, but I don't want to be left behind, right? So this is
you can't think like that though.
No. But this is my point. Like I think I might have mentioned this to you on the podcast before, but when I knew AI was going to just take off, right, especially with ChatGPT, I was like, okay, I have a choice. I can recognize that I am in a historical moment right now. And nothing is going to be the same after this, at least in this space. And arguably the world. So do I want to be like my grandma, who literally still does not even know how to work her phone? She barely even knows how to send a text message. And I'm not disparaging her. That's just she's from a different time.
Different generation.
Right? Yeah. So do I, knowing that, God willing, I become her age... And knowing this, do I want to be like her when I can recognize that things are changing? And that's just it. I don't want to be like that. You don't want to be like that. You want to be capable. I want to be capable. I don't need to be an expert. No, I just want to have a basic understanding of how to do it.
Same thing we always talk about, that warrior in the garden, gardener in a war.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just want to be able to have a decent understanding. And I think I have an okay understanding of what it is, more so than the average person.
And who knows? You might fall in love with it.
Oh, I love it. I think it's a great tool. Yeah. My next part is, okay, well, how can I incorporate plugins into different things in my life now? Assistance.
To help you.
To help.
Yeah, of course.
Right? So that, now, my other concern, though, is I don't fucking trust you.
Uncle Sam's watching anyway. Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I don't fucking like it.
Doesn't matter.
See, I don't like that mentality either.
Uncle Sam's watching.
I understand.
He's everywhere.
I get it. But I also don't like the mentality of like, oh, well, he's watching anyway. I don't like that because it's like, well, that's how freedoms keep getting taken away.
I'm not worried about my freedom.
You fucking should be.
I'm not.
What do you mean?
I'll fight for it if I have to. I got guns.
It's already being fucking taken away from you now.
I still do what I want. Do you still do what you want?
You know what?
Do you do what you want?
I do what I want within.
Okay, then.
Within.
What else would you do?
Well,
what else would you do if there was no law at all? What would you do different? Just gonna walk around butt naked?
no.
Then what would you do?
No, here's the thing.
What would you do?
Well, I wouldn't be fucking asking permission from.
To do what?
Well, like for example, I don't need a fucking permit if I want to put a water heater in my house.
Well,
Okay.
I agree.
I agree. My point is like shit like that. Get the fuck out. I also don't think like, government needs to be in the fucking bedroom with you and telling you who you should marry, who you shouldn't marry, whether you should have kids or not have kids.
I don't know what you mean. Why would that have any significant effect on what you do? They have no say in that.
Yes, they fucking do.
How?
Dude, not that long ago, fucking gay marriage was outlawed. It was illegal.
There are other states where you can do that.
But you understand the overall point.
I get it, but you're still going to choose to be with that person. They can't stop you from being with that person. Whether you want a piece of paper that says you're married or not.
But some people do.
Well, that's stupid.
That's to you.
Fucking stupid.
That's for you to say.
It's not stupid. It's stupid.
That's maybe stupid for you, but not for others, man.
No,
you know what I mean?
I'm all good with married couples. I was married.
I understand.
I'm all for marriage.
I know,
but I'm saying there is no law that is going to keep me from being with someone.
Well, my point with saying that is not necessarily get through into the weeds with all this. My point with saying that is that there's too much overreach, right? This is being used.
They got their hand in the cookie jar, bro.
And they always fucking do.
It's for that money.
I don't know. I don't think it's more control and power than
both.
money.
With control and power comes money.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay, you can. Yeah, maybe we can argue that.
Taxes are a fucking joke. Taxes aren't even fucking. There's not even a fucking law that literally says we have to pay taxes.
Yeah, it's called robbery.
Yeah,
it's theft.
Yeah,
right.
And that's been going on since
World War II, I believe.
No, I'm talking about.
Or maybe it was World War I.
We're going way back. No, but I'm talking about in England when fucking.
Yeah, but I'm saying income tax didn't happen until later.
I'm talking about taxes in general.
In general, yes. But my fear is that the noose keeps getting tighter and tighter and tighter, which it is. There's no fucking doubt about it. And we saw that very evidently over the past, couple years during the pandemic when. I mean, that was the first time in my life, dude.
That was extreme.
Oh, it was extreme?
Yeah.
What makes you think that's not going to keep happening? Yeah. Until something else does. Yeah. And that fucking noose gets tighter.
Yeah.
And then, so now going back to AI, it's like, oh, we're going to be, facial recognition software. Oh, we're going to put this in vehicles. So what is this? What does this look like? So you're going to tell me.
Here he goes.
You're going to try to freaking... put all this shit in vehicles. You have to have, automatic kill switches and shit. Oh my God, there, Mr. Slang, you didn't pay your taxes. We're gonna have to shut your car off until you do. Huh. Oh, you deposited money back into the account. Great, we'll take that and we'll turn your car back on. Why do we think that's not gonna happen?
It's not.
Okay, I hope you're fucking right.
If it does, you'll be dead by then.
Why would I be dead? Because I'm a dissenter.
Well, you're like 50 years old.
Dude,
pushing.
It ain't gonna be when I'm 50 years old, man.
It's gonna be when you're like 90.
No, it's gonna be within the next few years, I bet you. Okay. No, I hope you're right, buddy. I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. Anyways, but it's still very, going back to the main point, it's still very interesting how this can be a very good tool.
Well, again, like I said earlier, you can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
It's sad. Yin and yang.
It's sad.
Yin and yang. Good and evil. It's always there.
Yeah.
Some people are going to use it for the benefits. Others are going to use it to hurt people.
Yeah. Well, anyways, my next part with this is to start learning how to use different AI features as plugins to help in my life.
Just to help you make clips, bro.
Yeah, whatever, man. You were telling me about that. Yeah. Clips. I know you want to make clips so fucking bad. I'm trying. Okay, I was trying the other day.
Some goddamn clips.
You tell me, you're like, it's so easy. You're so easy.
It's simple.
You literally go, and I didn't know you were doing a software program.
Drag and drop.
I understand, but I don't have those types of computers.
That's a computer, bro.
I understand.
You can literally do it on there.
Okay.
With the right software.
All right. Yeah, right. And I have to get the software, I guess. Fucking spend more fucking time behind a fucking computer that I don't want to do.
You think I want to do it all the time?
Apparently you do.
You think I want to do it? No. If I didn't do it, it wouldn't get done.
You have multiple YouTube channels. Apparently you do.
Yeah, I do.
So apparently you like it. You do.
I don't love it.
You like it.
No,
I don't like it either.
Well.
Or love it. but I enjoy spending time with you, buddy. And before you, I will learn.
Before you?
No, I said, and for you, I will learn.
And before you.
Well, maybe.
Came.
Maybe I just said. All right, let's wrap this Dog and Pony show up, baby.
Words of wisdom with digital slang. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot.
Yeah. And that's the God's honest truth, man. The destiny is in your
You
hands.
can do whatever the hell you want.
You are in control. You are in the driver's
You
seat.
can do whatever the hell you want because nothing is holding you back. Not the government, not anything. You go out and do what you want.
Fucking.
I wanted to keep going just
I
to
know
piss
you
you
did.
off. But you are the pilot. Go do whatever the hell you want. Make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. The unfortunate thing is, dude, people think when you place blame on others in situations, you give the power to that or the situation.
Well, then you make an excuse of why it didn't get done.
Exactly. And then therefore you're giving power away. So if you want true power and you want to be in the driver's seat, take full responsibility for yourself.
Take the blame.
Take the blame.
The blame will literally help push you.
For sure. You
don't want to feel that guilt.
When you take full responsibility for yourself, you are now taking the power back from somebody or something else and place it in on yourself. Now you have the power by taking full ownership and responsibility, and then therefore you are in full control of your life.
Look yourself in the mirror. People can't do that. Have you noticed people cannot do that? Go have a conversation with yourself in the mirror, eye to eye.
You talk to yourself a lot.
I have.
Do you walk around the apartment and talk to yourself?
I go from mirror to mirror, room to room. But like, I'll be right back, and then I go to the next mirror. No, but I've had conversations with myself in the mirror, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I get
wake
it. Wake
up, dude.
I get it, yeah.
Come
have
on,
to.
man, get it together, idiot.
Plenty of times.
Yeah.
Plenty of times.
Like after that drunken stupor with the mother of the girl you were dating in the bathroom. Yes.
All right. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for listening and watching. If you haven't, check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Drop a comment, drop a sub. We really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And happy 2024. It's going to be a fucking wild one, I bet you, baby.
Peace.
Bye.